EU-China relations at a crossroads. Key takeaways from the Beijing summit. Imagine a world where the delicate balance of global trade and diplomacy is on the brink of collapse. This is the stark reality facing the European Union and China as their relationship reaches a critical inflection point, according to European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen. The recent summit in Beijing, marking 50 years of diplomatic ties, was supposed to be a celebration of cooperation and friendship. Instead, it was marred by tension and controversy, with both sides struggling to find common ground on issues like trade, investment, and the ongoing war in Ukraine. But here's where it gets interesting. Despite the challenges, von der Leyen remains optimistic about the future of EU-China relations, emphasizing the importance of finding mutually beneficial solutions. And this is the part most people miss. The EU's relationship with China is not just about trade and economics. It's also about geopolitics and the pursuit of global influence. As von der Leyen noted, our relationship with China is of importance, but it stands on its own merits. It's independent of the actions or issues we have with others. But what does this really mean, and how will it play out in the coming months and years? To understand the complexities of EU-China relations, it's essential to examine the key issues that dominated the recent summit. First and foremost, there's the matter of trade. The EU has been critical of China's industrial overcapacity, which has led to a massive trade deficit of over 305 billion euros. In response, China has started to look into the issue, and von der Leyen has expressed willingness to support more consumption and increase market access for European companies. However, the situation is far from resolved, and the EU's trade actions in the past year have targeted Chinese exports of electric vehicles and other goods. But here's the thing. China is not just a trading partner. It's also a global player with its own agenda and interests. As Chinese President Xi Jinping warned EU leaders, the challenges facing Europe do not come from China. Instead, he urged the bloc to properly handle differences and frictions and keep the trade and investment market open. So, what's the way forward? The EU and China have issued a joint statement on climate, reiterating their commitment to new climate action plans across the whole economy. They will boost cooperation in areas like energy transition, adaptation, methane emissions management, and carbon markets. But controversy surrounds the issue of rare earth export controls, which have disrupted supply chains worldwide and caused temporary stoppages in European automotive production lines. China's foreign ministry has defended the curbs as being in line with international practice, while pledging stronger dialogue and cooperation with relevant countries and regions. As the situation continues to unfold, one thing is clear. The EU-China relationship is at a crossroads. The question is, which path will they choose? Will they find a way to navigate their differences and work towards a more cooperative future? Or will the tensions and controversies tear them apart? The answer, much like the future of global trade and diplomacy, remains uncertain. But one thing is sure, the world will be watching with bated breath as this drama unfolds. And this is where you come in. What do you think is the most critical issue facing EU-China relations? Do you believe they can find a way to work together, or are their differences insurmountable? Share your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. And let's start a conversation about the future of global trade and diplomacy.